Hi, welcome. My name is Marlene. Today I wanted to do a look for Instagram that I'm going to film here. I've been having a lot of fun over there and I've been making a lot of new friends. If not, they're not friends, at least hopefully connections. I've been having a lot of fun interacting with the other creators on Instagram. But there is a creator on there. Their name is s.andromedae. If you've ever seen gorgeous lip swatches for like indie brands, you'll probably recognize their lips. Iconic. Master of lip swatches. But s.andromedae also has a jewelry brand called Nova 85 and I've been freaking obsessed. Like obsessed is like does not do it enough justice. That's not a good enough word. But I got this necklace from Nova 85. It's got all these cute little gummy bears and stars and flowers, or they're flowers, not stars, and then like these cool little beads with these little stars on them. Also got these little gummy bear earrings, they're too freaking cute. Like way too cute. And then the little star at the bottom, and then these are just like simple little stars. But I have been obsessed with the jewelry. I even signed myself up for their monthly mystery earring club. $10 a month, like you can't really beat that. And I think that's what I like so much about them. Their earrings range like somewhere around like $13, and then these necklaces are one of a kind. Like with each release or like new drop, there is like a set of like probably around 14 necklaces, and each of them is one of a kind. They are starting to make smaller, like more affordable necklaces that are going to come out in August, and those are going to be like probably 4 of each kind. But these range anywhere from like $34 to like $45, which I think is like super affordable for something like unique. If you're not new to the channel, you know how much I love handmade stuff. I love it when people create with their hands. But anyways, not sponsored, not like gifted or anything like that. I totally bought everything with my own money. I've just been obsessed. It's just so fun. Like, I can't. But anyways, s.andromedae has this like little challenge on Instagram. I'm just kind of started really diving into posting there, and they're doing this prompt 19 supernova installation. So like I said, this is the first time I've seen this prompt, but I guess there have been other prompts before. This is number 19. They will post a little color palette, and the mission is to create a makeup look based on this color palette. It says green, green, green. And the little description underneath, it says, the prompt is all green because I can. Sorry if you hate green, but I love it. Imagine sour apple candies and other green sweet treats. And they said this will be the last one for a while, but I just kind of wanted to play and join in on the little fun, give myself a little challenge. So I pulled a bunch of my palettes to see what greens I have. And then I also pulled like little eyeliners or paints, little pots of colors that I have that are kind of in the green family. And then my mission is to create a really fun, playful, candy-like look with like just like stars, and like I want to try to do a gummy bear if I can. Like I feel like it's going to be a really good challenge because I think it would need a lot of shadows to bring out the dimension of a gummy bear. But I want to show you the palettes that I pulled that are in the green family. I'll leave the inspo pic up here so that we can compare. I feel like I'm going to range out of that for specific colors, but I pulled this Lethal Cosmetics Avatar The Last Airbender collection collab thingy that they did. This one is the Earth palette. So I think like these would be good, and then maybe I can use this for shading, and then this on like the stars and stuff like that. I have yet to play with this one, the Singe Beauty Agate Temptation palette. This has a lot of delicious greens in it too, so we have that one to pull from. Cosmic Beauty, what the heck is this called? Serenity? I can read cursive, I swear, it's just, that looks like a heartbeat thing. I have some fun greens in there too. This one particular shade from the Lethal Cosmetics Singles Build Your Own palette. I've only played with this once, but I am freaking in love with this Beaute Bar Ocean Jewel palette. There's only like 2 in here, but I just pulled it in case we need to grab from it. The One Delicious Green from the Fantasy Cosmetica Cosmic Crove in collaboration with Multichromatica. Let's save that one. There's a couple in the Blend Bunny Rotten palette. Maybe for shading or stuff like that. Danessa Myricks Lightworks Volume 5 palette for the sparkles. Yeah, these ones down here. I don't think I could ever get rid of palettes. I recently decluttered a bunch of stuff. I didn't film it because I just wanted to clean up and organize around here because it was getting a little overwhelming. But the main stuff that I decluttered was like lip glosses that I just couldn't finish all the way, or like what's it called, concealers, because I just didn't want to use them past that expiration date that they have printed on the bottoms on the labels, and some were starting to smell weird and look a little weird, so I decluttered those. And now I know only open one concealer at a time, only open one foundation at a time, because those things don't last. And then another thing I got rid of a lot was mascaras. I have to really keep it to like 1 or 2 mascaras opening at a time. And then those are really important because I don't want to get like an infection in my eyes. So I love powdered makeups because they do last a little longer. I know this one's like a little old. It was one of the ones that like I had first bought when I first wanted to start getting into makeup, but I was too afraid to actually do it. We'll talk a little about that here, and just a couple other little things that we can chit chat. But I also pulled the Cosmic Brushes Lovers palette. There's only like a few in here that we can pull from, but they're a little bit more darker and muted. The Blend Buddy in collaboration with Donnie Darkowitz, Little Miss She Never Misses palette. Have a full row of greens. The Blend Bunny Lure palette. Same, I have a full row of greens that I haven't even touched because I thought I would really enjoy this palette when it was on the website, but looking at it, it's just kind of, I don't know, like the tones are a little off looking at it in person. I have another Blend Bunny palette. The Ellis one. This one's freaking huge. I have a hard time finding somewhere to store this, so it always just ends up anywhere, any flat surface that's around here. But I have that little corner to play with. Yeah. About a third of what I own, so let's get to playing with it. I went heavy with the eye primer just because I want these colors to be super vibrant. Let me bring you in so we can see what we're doing. My memory card is really low. Storage is so difficult when filming videos. I'm trying to film as much as I can now so that I can edit throughout the week when I have like lunch breaks or something like that. For my first colors, I have no idea what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to work organically, but I'm going to start with the Cinch palette and the Lethal Cosmetics palette because they have the most amounts of green. And I noticed that the main green on the little palette inspo is the perfect acid green that I picked out. I still have to take the time to work with the many tips that I got about making the color look more opaque and getting that brightness out. Thank you so much for all the advice. I am going to play around and take that advice. There's a few things that I want to play around with. This whole week I'm going to try to like do my makeup before work just to have that a little extra playtime and experiment with things. But enough blabbing. I'm going to put, since it is the centerpiece of kind of this palette, the one that really stands out, I'm going to go back in with that same color that I used in the acid green look, recently deceased, from the Strange and Unusual palette. I'm just going to put it like right in the middle because I want that to be like the main pop of the eye look. And I'm probably going to put a lot of sparkles above this. Sucks because I already did my base and I'm getting like all this fallout. Let's just do it with my fingers. Icy pan. That's pretty cool. I always love it when I like start seeing that an eyeshadow or a product is very well loved. I have a bronzer upstairs that's like the first bronzer I've ever like panned or potted. But yeah, talking about my time over there on Instagram, I've been making some really wonderful connections and talking to some really sweet people, and there's a lot of girlies, they, thems, you know, for the gays, days, the girlies. There's been a lot of support within each other, a lot of boosting of each other's posts, a lot of showing love for each other's posts. And I super freaking love that. It's amazing to see, and I stumbled in it. There's one particular person that I feel like kind of really jumped me into that little community. I'll tag her. I'll tag a bunch of these people down below, or not tag. This is an Instagram, silly. I'll link a bunch of their profiles down below so you can check them out. I'll try my hardest not to exclude anybody, but there's one particular person that like tagged me on like a list of like 10 people to follow. And then from there I just started connecting with a bunch of people, and it's been super freaking awesome. I've been feeling a little isolated lately. I ended one of my like newest friendships just because it just didn't feel, wasn't going in the right platonic direction that I wanted it to. I really want platonic like friendships, and that's why I seek out female friendships so much, but it's just something I don't have in my life, and it's something I've always struggled with. Like I always feel like I'm in between worlds. Like I don't fit. Like when I'm hanging out with girls, I feel like I'm like this big like muscly dude. Like I just like feel really rough around the edges. Like I just can't really relate. And then when I'm around guys, I feel like I make myself very smaller and I dumb myself down a lot so that I don't make them feel threatened, because I feel like they don't know that, but like I feel like if you're a little too intelligent, or if you know a little too much around them, or if you're a little too competent, they feel a little threatened. And yeah, so I just purposely, intentionally dumb myself down a lot around men. And I feel like the conversations are a lot easier with men, but it's a lot harder to have that platonic relationship. So it's been nice to have that girliness, that girly environment that I can kind of live in within the Instagram universe. What was I going to talk about with my time here playing with makeup? My brain's not been good. Yeah, what I was gonna say about makeup, I think that's what I was gonna say when I showed the Danessa Myricks palette. About my fear about starting to finally dive into makeup, I'm glad I did. Because if I was to look at myself 2 years ago to myself now, like I am allowing myself to be the most me possible, and I am so happy and thankful that I'm giving myself that opportunity, because it's something like I've always wanted to do, is just to be colorful and bright, and I'm so beyond happy that I got past that like initial hurdle, or like that fear of what are people gonna think, what are people gonna say. Like my like biggest fear was stepping out and having people that knew me as just rough around the edges tomboy me, seeing me with makeup and then having it be such a stark contrast of like who are you, what happened to you, like what are you trying to do, and then having to explain that this had been me all along, and I've been wanting to let it out. I want to let her out. I want to let her play. Like, I just want to be all the fun essence I feel inside. Like, I just want to wear it on the outside. And I'm so glad I got past that fear. And there was such a big shame with wearing makeup. Going in with the same palette and the darker green hair called Beetlejuice. Oh, that's my train of thought again. Yeah, but there was like a big shame in even watching makeup content. Like, I would watch makeup content like on YouTube before my boyfriend got home because I didn't want him knowing that I was watching. Like, I felt like I was watching smut and I had to hide it because like he side-eyed it. And then I remember one time too, when I was still working on cars, there was a guy there that I would talk to. His girlfriend and him went to go see the Barbie movie. I went to go see the Barbie movie. This was out of character for me too, because my boyfriend's cousin asked like, "Hey, do you want to go see the Barbie movie with me and my friend?" And it's like usually something where like if it wasn't going out with him, I usually wouldn't go out on my own to hang out with people, especially like his family members. And I don't know what it was in me. This is during my time when I was like finally starting to be like, I really want to start living life more. I really want to stop missing out on opportunities and events, and I gotta say yes to more things. So I said yes. We went to go see the Barbie movie. It was fun. And then after that we ended up going to a Sam Smith concert, which was like also out of my like hermit tendencies to go out and do. And it was amazing seeing Sam Smith perform live. Their voice is so beautiful. Like, just how it sounds on the recordings, it's flawless and perfect just like that in person. But yeah, this Barbie movie, I saw it, and then we were talking about it, and then one of the guys that I worked next to, he came over and he was like, "You saw the Barbie movie, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, like, I'm a girl, you know, like, did you forget?" And he was like, "Yeah, like I know, but I just didn't think you were like into that stuff." And it just, I was just kind of like, I know I perceive myself that way, but that was like that one moment where I was like, and other people perceive me that way of like, I'm just too rough around the edges to be girly, and I need to change that. Like, I can be an embodiment of everything. I have both masculine and feminine like energy in me, and I want to be able to be whatever I want at the moment. And in this moment, I've just been really wanting to be super girly, and then I don't let that opinion of how others perceive me stop me from being what I want to be. Or, you know, sometimes I want to be cute and bubbly and pink and happy. Other times I want to be moody, dark, and vampy. Other times I just don't want to wear anything at all, any makeup at all, and I just want to be super comfy. And I think that is awesome that I can be all those things and not just have to be one thing and have to explain myself to people. So I've been doing it more and more. It's been like almost 2 years now since I started deciding that I wanted to do this, to let myself just finally play with makeup. And now it feels more natural. And if there ever is, like, I still show up to like events and stuff like that, and it'll be like, "Whoa, purple hair," or like, "You got that," and I almost forget that it's not the norm, or it's not the natural color that they expect me to have, because I've been so used to it because I've just been doing my own thing. So like, I still get a little bit of that, but I feel a little bit more confident, and I can stand like a little taller and just be like, "Yeah, it's purple." Not like deal with it, but it's just like, yeah, it's purple. And so what? And I just did a little wing there just to darken it up. Little tiny baby wing. We'll probably make that wing a little bit bigger. I ended up wetting some of that eyeshadow with the Charlotte Tilbury spray thingy. I know she's a little controversial right now because she's been talking up a storm about dupes and all that stuff. I don't really care too much to think about it or be involved in that nonsense, but I just think it's funny. It's like if some people are duping your products, take that as a compliment. Like, your products are like that iconic that people want to dupe it. And if people can't afford your overpriced products, don't make them feel excluded. They want to feel included. They want to buy the dupe, the alternative, and feel a little included. Let them. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, for the next colors, what do we want to do? Let's see. I'm going to dip into this one. It's called Banded from the Cinch palette. And I'm going to start incorporating that around the shape I already have here. And I've also been I'm just gonna talk random thoughts here. I've been feeling tired of missing out on doing more of the things I want to do. Like, I really, really want to go to this, it's called the Exploratorium. It's a museum, and then they got like a planetarium and all this fun stuff, and I really, really have been wanting to go, but I don't have anybody to go with or that like would want to go to something like that. So I just kind of want to go on my own, like take myself on like a little date and go explore a lot of these things that I've been wanting to explore. And whenever I go hiking, it's always like the same hiking trail. I also want to be a little bolder and safer, of course, because I'd be going hiking by myself. I want to just stop waiting to have somebody to go and then just do things. Because the only offers I've had to go with me is like, I feel like it would not be a platonic experience, if you know what I mean. So I think it's time that I just show myself a little love and take myself on little dates. And then my schedule works out to where sometimes I work graveyard, so I'm off all like during the day, so I can go like after work. I know I'd be like super tired and stuff, but I could go like after work and then come home and then like rest and then just go do it all over again, the work thing. Yeah, so I think that around that time would be like a good opportunity to just take advantage of some downtime, even if I like miss out on sleep for a little bit. I can make it up the next day and go do something fun. I'm just tired of waiting to live, or like waiting to have a companion or something to go out and do things. Like, I got me, why not just go and do it? I am companion enough. Okay, there's not really much of a plan going on here. And then my little eyeliner that I was doing earlier, it just kind of disappeared. Everything's collecting on my eyelashes. They're doing their job. That's what they're there for, right? I want to start adding some shimmers. I'm gonna swatch the shimmers out from this just to get an idea of what they look like. Oh, this one's so pretty. That one. And And then the shimmers from the Lethal Cosmetics palette. God, those are pretty too. They kind of have the same vibes. The top two. The one from the Lethal Cosmetics looks a little bit cooler because it has that dimension, but I'm not too sure if it veers off from the prompt. It has a little bit of pink. But I'm going to go ahead and put that in the middle. I guess we got to do the whole wet the brush and dip it because it's not sticking. Stick, please. There we go. Yes, this is where I should be using like a shimmer stay or something. Dust that off because it's not really sticking. I'm gonna put the Beaute Bar shimmer stay on the center. See if it works. Ended up using a little bit more than I wanted to. I don't know if that veers from the color scheme. I want to add more on top, but it's probably going to have to be some of the liquid stuff. I don't think anything's really going to try to layer up too good on top of this eyeshadow because it's still like very loose. Like it's just eyeshadow sitting on top of eyeshadow again. It's very soft too, this eyeshadow, so it got all smooshed in the pan. I'm going to put a little bit of, well, that was Kyoshi, and I'm going to put Lemonhead.LA. Sorry, I am not familiar with Avatar: The Last Airbender. Put this shimmer shade around it. I didn't mean to drag it out that far. And be a little bit more precise. That's kind of not showing through as much as I wanted it to. Kind of want to deepen it up, so I know this is like a crazy, probably nonsensical way to work with makeup, but that's kind of how I do. I just keep adding and adding and adding, and there's no really like clear roadmap of where I want to go. I just start playing with stuff, but I want to really darken out more of the outside, so I'm going to go in with the Singe Beauty color here. I wish I had like a really deep emerald shimmer. That would be so cool. A little darker than the other one. I'm gonna see if I can darken it up. Yeah, that darkened it up a little bit more. I'm gonna save this part. I think I want to do like a fun little design on kind of slightly above my hood. So I'm gonna save that part to be darkened out with whatever design I end up putting on there. I want to put something crazy in here, so let's see what we can pull. I'm gonna go in with the Blend Bunny Donnie Darkowitz. I'm gonna try to see what I can do with this guy. Might be a bad idea because it is a bit of a dark color. It's called Hello. A little bit right there. Then I want a mint color because there's kind of a mint down here on the bottom. Ooh, that one's kind of minty. It's really hard to tell, but this one, it looks almost white in the pan, but it's a little on the minty side. Okay, so it pops a little, but I want something a little bit more green. Ooh, what about this one? It's called Sea Glass from the Ocean Jewel palette. running out of clean brushes. It's not as mint green as I want it to be. Oh, and I dipped into a different green. Oh. It's okay, we'll just do the same on the other side. I dipped into luminescence, the lime green. We're just gonna go with it. Yeah, I've been feeling very off. Like, just energy-wise, everything just feels very off right now. I don't know what it is, but like, it's like, as much as I try right now, things just aren't flowing in a right way. You know, it sounds kind of woo-woo, but like, just energies feel really off right now.
That's why your washing machine's not working, because Mercury's in retrograde. Your phone stopped working? It's not gremlins, it's Mercury in retrograde.
I don't think Mercury cares about inanimate objects. I think it only cares about people.
It speaks so highly of you. How could you say that?
This one from the Rotten palette called, what is it called? Derma. I'm gonna put that around the brow bone. Something's happening. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but something is happening. I'm really liking this like little lime green here in the corner, which was the one from the Ocean Jewel. So I'm gonna bring a little bit of that down and I'm gonna feather it out.
Himself. Take my fill of ambush.
Damn, he was just wrong on many accounts.
Going back to the picture, there's a little bit of like of a foresty green, and I think this one would be good. So I'm gonna start darkening up a little bit of it. I'm gonna drag it under here, and then there's like a deep green too. The deep green kind of looks more like this. So these two, I'm gonna try to work those shades into it. We're just a big green mess right now, but that's okay. I bring a little bit more of that darker green out here. Just keep it really close to here. Just want to give a little bit more depth and definition. I think the part where this is finally going to get fun is when I can start drawing little designs and stuff. I haven't really thought what designs I want to put in. I just know I want to put as much fun into it as I can. Bring in that same dark green into the inner corner because I feel like I need a little darkness there too. I'm going to clean up some of this messiness. I want to brighten up this here, or clean it up and make it a little better. I'm going to fill in any sparse gaps, and then I'll be back when I'm ready to start doing and then I'll be back when I'm ready to start doing the designs. I picked up the Danessa Myricks palette. I did a little bit of this mint color on the inner corners and a little bit of this darker color around here. And then right now I'm taking the minty color and I'm just adding a little bit of shimmer to where this color is right here. I think I forgot what palette that was. But I just touched up and brightened up what I had lost there on top of the neon. put some of it as my highlight. I'm gonna go back in and do a little bit more blush. But for now, I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm gonna do a little bit on the brow bone. Okay, I'm gonna start doing designs. I had to work away at the little gummy bear here, but I had to do like little steps of like drawing. I did a white eyeliner. I used the Urban Decay one in EAO. So I did that to kind of trace the outline, and then I went in with this Trixie Cosmetics pen liner just to give some like definition. I also worked away at it with this Kaleidos eyeliner in 7Cs, which I also put in my waterline. I just kept working away at it and then adding little bits of eyeshadow. I'm not like totally happy with it. I usually do like my little designs on this side because it's just easier for me to work away. But I did a little flower, some stars, my giant gummy bear, and then I put little rhinestones there. I have a green mascara from Lethal Cosmetics. Is in the color Relay. I have a feeling it's not really going to show up, but I'm going to try to use it anyways. I'll at least do it for sure on the bottom lashes. Okay, I think that showed up very nicely on those bottom lashes. I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to do black mascara on top because I wish I could do fake lashes, but I'm just not there yet. I have this Odin's Eye highlighter. I think it's a little bit green. Let me see. At least it looks green in the pan. Like barely showing up as green. I'm gonna just do a little bit of that, see what we end up with. Okay, yes, it's a little green. Do that all over, and I'm gonna put the stars that I have from my Lemonhead. Have some silver stars. There's stars and moons, but I'm gonna try to isolate the stars, and I have some hearts that I'll add on as well. This one's in the color Dim Glow. I'm not sure if it's still available, but very pretty. And the packaging's super cool. And the engraving, or the little embossed design on there is pretty cool too. Okay, what do we need? I think we just need to do lips and the glitter, and then we're good. So the Lemonhead.LA stars, they're silver, but they come off as a rainbow. I'm gonna use the Lemonade, like kind of primer potion to stick them, and then like a little toothpick. We're just gonna take some of the Lemonade gel. And put it on the back of my hand, whatever little bit of clean spot I have. And I'm gonna dump out a little bit of the glitter. Did too much, too much. Shoot, there's glitter everywhere. Don't quote me on this yet, but I think this is biodegradable glitter. The only reason they can't do biodegradable with the Space Case glitter, which is what I used here, is because it would pretty much dissolve and or disintegrate in the liquid. Just threw a bunch of stars into the primer. I think that's enough. I don't want to overdo it, but I do want to do a little bit more chunkier glitter. It's called Sunset Strip. It's this one right here. It doesn't look like it in the pan, but it's very green. So that's Sunset Strip from Lemonhead.LA. I'm just gonna dab a little bit around my bear. And a little bit around these guys here. Alright, I'm done. I'm just gonna do the lip. For the lip, I want to keep it kind of tame, and I'll just do like a gloss on top. I'm gonna do You're My Taupe from Half Magic. Ooh, I do have a green lip gloss, lip glitter from Melt. It's called Muse. I'm running out of clean areas to swatch this with, but that might be interesting. It might be too much. I think it's too much. I might be interested in adding it like in the middle. I have this old lip gloss from Unearthly in the color Moss. I'm gonna see if I can swipe some of that around. It's too much, huh? It's too much. I feel like we should do the lip at least like cute and like legit. This is Dominique's Cosmetics lip pencil in the color Blushing. Sorry, the SD card just keeps filling up. I did a lip. I'm not totally happy with the lip. I feel like it needs a little bit more like pink or something, just to not make it look so like pale and ghouly. Yeah, I think that kind of evens out or rounds out the look a little. I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm sorry this video was all over the place. I really need to start clearing out and editing some of this stuff because my storage, like I said, storage is like a big thing with the videos. I haven't been eloquent with my words this whole week, and so we'll try again, but this is it. This is my finished look. I'm gonna take some pictures and post them up on Instagram if you're interested in seeing them there. But yeah, I hope to do more fun things like this and capture them a little better for you so that you can see the process. I hope you take care, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye. I did a little minor tweak to him after I finished. I put little black eyeballs on him and a little black nosy. That way he looks less creepy, and I'm much happier with that. I'm having the hardest time taking pictures of this, but I'm still trying.